I'm going to give you a piece of advice about figuring out your niche that goes against everything that you have heard on the subject. And my advice is this: do not figure out your niche. Do not try to force yourself into a box before you consistently start posting, either in written form or, better yet, talking about your business on camera. Why am I saying that? Because if you figure out your niche before actually doing something about it, without actually talking about your business to camera, or at least writing about it, you are doing it from the head level. So you're basically just implementing an idea that is only in your head, which unfortunately leads to shortcuts. And for most people, it feels like trying to fit themselves into a box, and then 5 minutes later you want to get out of that box, and it feels awkward because you feel like you've already defined yourself and now you have to pivot. That's uncomfortable, and when that happens, you also start being inconsistent to your audience. So my advice is, do not figure out your niche first. First, start talking about the idea that you have. You probably have an idea of a general direction that you want your business to grow into. So first, start talking about things that feel organically like natural for you. And then after a month, try and figure out what is the common thread that you keep going back to, because there's probably something like that. And remember, you do not have to fit yourself into just one narrow box. It's better in the beginning. You don't know what works. You haven't tried what fits your customers and your market. So it's better to kind of keep your options open at the risk of being inconsistent a little bit in the beginning, than trying to fit yourself only into one box, closing all other options and staying there even if it's uncomfortable.